Not only can we at the MeidasTouch network now confirm the identities of the Trump campaign staff members who were involved in the incident at Arlington Cemetery where the Army cemetery worker was attacked by the Trump campaign staffers as Donald Trump was shooting a photo op at Arlington Cemetery for his campaign, we can now also independently confirm that at least one of these Trump campaign staff members was comparing himself to Tony Soprano's henchman after engaging in this horrific incident at Arlington Cemetery. Not only no remorse, but boasting about this act. We were able to identify the individual's social media posts and Instagram stories and find the types of things he was posting on that day. So NPR identified these Trump campaign staffers involved in the altercation. It's Justin Caparelli, as well as another individual named Michael Picard. They're part of the advance team for Donald Trump. Let's take a look at the individual's social media right here. You see Justin Caparelli posting the following. It is a photograph of Tony Soprano's henchman right there, an individual from the show that I'm sure you may recognize, Paulie Walnuts, right there, who was Tony Soprano's henchman. We did a story about it on the MeidasTouch Network's website, MeidasNews.com. Trump staffer involved in cemetery altercation posted comparison of himself to mafia henchman. We're also able to independently confirm that Justin Caparelli was involved in the advance team and pre-planning regarding January 6th as well. More on that in a moment. Let me just go through the Meidas News story first. Then I want to chat about how Donald Trump continues to praise mobsters and mafia leaders and how this is just part of what MAGA has become, basically a mafia, mobsters. Trump staffer involved in cemetery altercation posted comparison of himself to Soprano henchman. Justin Caparelli, who was identified as one of the staff members involved in the Arlington National Cemetery incident in Section 60, posted the following on his Instagram story. It's a tweet comparing himself to Soprano's character Paulie Walnuts, the chief henchman of the mafia crime family boss in the show, Tony Soprano. Then our friend Stephanie Winston Wolkoff posted the following, because this Justin Caparelli got to start working for Melania. Stephanie Winston Wolkoff was Melania Trump's former close friend and top advisor. Winston Wolkoff writes, so at Melania Trump, your director of operations, Justin Caparelli, plays a critical role in all things Trump, including planning the January 6th insurrection, which you claim to know nothing about, the inauguration and Arlington Cemetery incident. Take a look at this right here. Former Trump campaign staffers worked on National Mall rally the day of the Capitol riot. They include Justin Caparelli, the Trump campaign's director of advance and former director of operations for First Lady Melania Trump, who was listed on the permit as the project manager for the rally. This was the individual involved in the Arlington Cemetery incident approximately 4 years later in the past few weeks. Trump campaign staffers orchestrated rally for Women for America First in Washington, D.C. by organizing permits and were on site at the event that spawned the deadly assault on the Capitol. Justin Caparelli was listed as the event's project manager. He's the former top aide to Melania Trump and was on the payroll for most of 2020. Another article right here. Text messages show top Trump campaign fundraisers' key role in planning the rally that preceded the siege. Justin mentioned in her text was Justin Caparelli, a former top aide to First Lady Melania, whose production company helped put on the event at the Ellipse. That's Justin Caparelli right there. Also worth noting that Justin Caparelli was banned by other Republicans during the Republican primary debates that Donald Trump was too scared to show up to. So when the debates would take place, Caparelli wouldn't be involved in all of this mischief. So signs like this would be put outside of the Republican primary debates for the stadium staff to look for, the event staff to look for him and to not let him in based on what they expected that he was going to do. Now I want to share this with you as well, because Caparelli now making posts comparing himself to Tony Soprano's henchman. because of this incident at Arlington Cemetery, Section 60, which is a disgrace to veterans, disgrace to our country, what they were doing.
Are you still using a personal phone for business calls? That's a common mistake a lot of business owners make, but it's holding you back. You need more than just a cell phone and a notes app to run things smoothly. That's where OpenPhone comes in, an all-in-one solution that keeps you connected and organized with the help of AI. Imagine this, your team's working remotely, but everyone has access to the same information, making collaboration seamless. With OpenPhone, you can guarantee that your employees are always in sync. Plus, their AI-powered features go beyond just calls. They can help you summarize phone calls, suggest next steps, and even create to-do lists so your business can run more efficiently. OpenPhone is the #1 business phone system built for modern businesses. It streamlines client communication and fosters teamwork with tons of customizable, flexible features. Whether you're on your phone or your computer, OpenPhone integrates with systems like HubSpot and more, making it easy to manage from anywhere. Businesses love it because it's collaborative and rated #1 in customer satisfaction with over 1,700 glowing reviews. It's been voted best in usability, easiest to set up, and more. Right now, OpenPhone is offering 20% off your first 6 months. Just go to openphone.com/Meidas. That's OPENPHONE.com/Meidas, MEIDAS, for 20% off your first 6 months. Plus, if you got existing numbers, OpenPhone will port them over at no extra charge.
Here's Donald Trump at a speech that he gave recently to the young Republicans in New York. The young Republicans are high school students, college students, and Donald Trump praises the great Al Capone. He says the greatest of them all. And his message to the young Republicans is how great the mafia leader Al Capone, who killed lots of people, was. Here, play this clip.
First time in history. And I always say Al Capone, the greatest of them all, gangster, Scarface.
Show you another clip right here. Donald Trump recently, during one of his events, talked about all the people Al Capone killed. This was a speech that Donald Trump gave recently in Potterville, Michigan, and he praised Al Capone for killing people. Here, play this clip.
In the last year, I think I had 9 indictments, far more than Alphonse Capone, who was quite well known in Chicago and the environs. He liked killing people, but he had nothing like me. 9 times.
I can show you literally probably 50 clips like this. I'm going to show you just one more so you can hear you can see what Trump does. Here he is at Mar-a-Lago speaking very fondly of Al Capone. But there's I have 50 or 60 clips of him praising Al Capone. I'll just show you one more so you can see it in different settings. This is what he told a private group at Mar-a-Lago after telling them that he wants to help all the richest people. You're rich as hell, I'm going to help you. Then he starts talking about Al Capone. Here, play this clip.
And before I became well known as somebody that was indicted more than Alphonse Capone, the legendary Alphonse Capone. You know, Al Capone, if he took somebody to dinner and he didn't like them, he'd kill them. If somebody looked at him the wrong way, he would kill them. He once had a date, very lovely young lady, and the man next to him tried to pick her up. Guess what happened to him? It wasn't good. Scarface, they call him. It was not good to go after Alphonse Capone's girlfriend. I'll teach that to these guys. Prince, you don't want to do that, but it was not a good situation. He got indicted less than I did, Alphonse. I got indicted 4 times. He only got indicted 2 times. Now, the good news is our poll numbers went through the roof. The bad news is I have to deal with these maniacs. They're maniacs.
So it is worth noting as well what President Biden said on Friday. I want to obviously contrast what Donald Trump said to President Biden. President Biden said that Donald Trump believes America is failing, but Donald Trump is failing, and Donald Trump is a failing man. Here, play this clip.
In thousands of cities and towns across the country, we're seeing the great American comeback story. My predecessor believes America is a failing nation. He's a failing president, a failing man. He's wrong. Let
me show you this other clip of President Biden right here in one of his strongest versions of calling Donald Trump out for calling our military suckers and losers. Here, play this clip. Our veteran suckers and losers. Play this clip.
But my predecessor doesn't get it. He refused to visit an American cemetery in France that I was just near because, according to his own chief of staff, a 4-star Marine general, Trump said those servicemen buried there are suckers and losers. My son died because of a year in Iraq. I'm just happy. I mean this in front of my heart. I'm glad I wasn't there. I think I would have done something. No, I think you would have too. They're heroes. He's the sucker. He's the loser. The way he talks.
Anyway, I thought it was important to share all of that data with you. And we'll keep you posted every step of the way. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers together, shall we? Thanks for watching.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram at MeidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.